Sup, dogs? Welcome to another Dev Life vlog. For those new to this series, I'm developing a game called Caster's Trap. It's a puzzle horror game where you play as an average kid. Nothing so special about you, the typical world, except there seems to be an abandoned cabin that just hides itself from the rest of the world, all except for you for some strange and odd reason. So what do? You walk right in, and as you dive deeper and deeper into this world, you soon realize that there may have been magic in our world at some point. Magic that's been long since forgotten. For those stumbling onto this series for the first time, don't worry, I actually have a playlist for all of my Dev Life vlogs, so you can start from the very beginning, or start in any order you like. So in the last vlog, I was trying to create a website, then horrible things happened to my internet. And on that day, I decided to break from the idea of making a website to do more pixel artwork. I built a pantry room, and of course it meant having to do some more pixel art. Mostly in particular to shelves and different things on the shelves that aren't just utensils. And also, one of the commenters in my very first video mentioned to try a different method than just using outlines for items that are very, very small. And I gotta say, I'm really glad that you mentioned it, because I do like it a lot. So guys, if you have any more suggestions, then by all means, I'd love to give them a shot. So, totally random. I'm doing the final review of my video that's going out for Christmas. I'm just like, look, I'm like a little T-Rex. Unfortunate. What up, dogs? It's Christmas Eve. How's your holidays going? I hope all right. It's crazy times we live in, so let's try to appreciate the little things as best as we can. So, what shall we do for this vlog? Alright, let's set up for this. So I kind of plan to have just a very, very chill Christmas Eve and very chill Christmas as I develop into this game. Originally, the plan was to create a website, but now that I've thought about it some more, I don't think I'm ready for that phase of having a website. I think there's still a lot of progress that needs to be done for the game before I tease the website. Maybe next month, once I develop more art. I think I gotta do a little bit better. I finished the template and I didn't like it at all. It kind of looked really, really plain, and that there's still a lot more oomph needed in like the background or whatever. So I'm gonna need to develop that skill, and then once I have that, I'll definitely have something up. So today, or for this video, my plan is to crank out some more pixel art, maybe, and finally get into actually coding some stuff. Like, nothing has been coded yet. Everything is still trying to work on the aesthetics, even testing the aesthetics with the events. I don't know why this event testing. Since when did this mean testing? Once Christmas is over, we're gonna get deeper into more stuff. I don't know what those stuff are. I'm kind of going with the flow here. So that's the plan for the next 2 days. And this is where it gets really, really tricky and really, really hard, because this is a horror game. And like with horror games, of course, you want to tease some things, but you can't spoil too much. If you spoil all of your big scares or your big elements, then it kind of ruins the experience for the player. And of course, I don't want to do that. Also, being a story-based game, or you can't show off too much of that either. So it really makes it hard and tricky for what I can show you guys. But at the same time, I want all of you to be hyped for this. I want you all to be excited and wanna play it. So it's tricky. It's really, really tricky, and that's something I'm gonna have to figure out as I do more and more of this. But other than that, I'm gonna just chill to some Minecraft Christmas Fireplace, Lo-Fi Christmas Radio 24/7 by Lo-Fi Geek. It's gonna be sick. Wearing this. After making so many pixel arts for my game, it really gave me a new appreciation and deep understanding for all the other game developers out there in the world, be it pixel art, 3D models. It's just incredible, you know? We don't really think about these things too much when we play the games, and for the most part, a lot of it will actually just go unnoticed. But really, all these little details, they really create life for the game. Imagine if this game didn't have anything at all, if we didn't really care about these small details. I can only imagine how disappointed the player would be. But by having all these small materials in the game, like even if it's just a small scrap of paper on the floor, if you look closely, you can even notice the detail. Someone puts work and effort into all of that, from maybe 10 minutes to half an hour to even a couple of hours. It's kind of bizarre just to think about, but really a lot of time and energy is spent into these small things that us as players we only glance for maybe 10 seconds. Yet in the back of our mind, we all know, and I believe even players know, that these small details gives the game life. And even though no one really says it, it truly is appreciated. For all of you guys who feel this work is tedious or kind of just small scale compared to everything else about the project, just know that what you do is a huge, huge piece of the game. Alright, it is now 2 o'clock, and I'm not all that proud of it. But in these hours, the morning, plus taking some breaks here and there to help my dad with our new snow thrower, I'll show you Dinky's replacement at some point in the future. But I would say I've been working for maybe 2 or 3 hours solid? Not like in a row, but like cumulatively between pixel arting and working on some effects. I'll show you what I managed to get done, and I'm not super proud of it. Like, I'm okay with it visually. I'm just not proud that it took this long to do all this. Also, I found like a bug in the community lighting script. I don't know if it was just me or the script itself. So the script says that, see this number here? This is the light ID. And this, according to the script, I could take, or the plugin rather, I can use alphanumerics. So I gave it a shot. My naming schematic, just so I have a more proper way of keeping track, was to take the map ID and the event ID, and I would call each light ID. So like this one would be map 8, event 5, and this was supposed to trigger it on and off, but for some reason it doesn't work when I use the alphanumerics. Maybe it means like either all words or either all numbers. I haven't tried that yet, but I spent like quite some time debunking this, and I'm kind of just going with a different method from here on out to keep track of all these numbers. Now you're probably wondering, why don't you just keep just the event IDs, right? Well, these IDs are actually universal. So if I have 5 on this map and then 5 on a different map, if I trigger it off, then it's going to trigger the one on the other map off. And of course, I don't want that to happen. So I was like, what if I just use multiplication? Take the map ID, times it by the event ID. So this one would be 8 times 5 to get 45. And that would work out, right? But then what if I have like map 5 and the light is event ID 8, so the flip-flop, and then it will also equal 40. So that kind of messes it all up. So that doesn't work out. So now I gotta think of a different method. And I'm like, I guess I could just keep a track record and number everything. Or alternatively, what I could do is make the map ID the 10s, and then the event ID, the ones. So this map 8, event ID 5 would be 85. So I guess that could work. I didn't really think about that. And then I just gotta make sure that all my lights are event ID 9 or less. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. That seems pretty clever. Anyways, how goes your Christmas Eve? Are you guys having a terrible time trying to get last minute gifts? Are you guys wrapping a whole bunch of presents? I managed to do all that last week. As you see in the back of my room. Nothing all that much, just a little baby pile right over there. Like, it goes up to my shins. That's it. Just my shins. But dogs, you know what? Not gonna lie. This Minecraft Christmas fireplace lo-fi stuff, it's really doing its work. I'm going and going and going and going. Thanks, Lo-Fi Geek. You're awesome. So, creating the idea of having a wardrobe took a bit of time. Embarrassingly to say, I initially started with a chest, but the way I had it was that the chest would face up, aka us as the player, we would see the back of the chest, and I really wanted to give more life to some of the furnitures on the map. I was trying to make the chest open and close, but no matter how many times I tried it, it just looked so ugly. So I decided to abandon that idea altogether, and ta-da! I decided to go with a wardrobe. I thought about making a drawer, but I was like, I imagined making a drawer, but I felt like the wardrobe was a little bit more fitting to the background. Anyways, part of me doesn't think I'll actually put anything in the wardrobe. I just wanted to animate to, I guess, have that option, but more importantly, to make it feel more lively, rather than just having a description that says, there was nothing in the wardrobe. I thought it'd be neat enough to just actually visually see it open up, and then see that there was nothing inside the wardrobe. I don't know, maybe this is considered like a waste of effort, but it didn't take too long, and I thought it added a nice touch. So I don't know if you can hear it, but usually it's louder, but this is why I usually don't do Let's Plays like every day or every other day. It's a combination of both burning myself out and finding the right time to actually record, because my household is actually really noisy. So yeah, story of my life. But because I'm doing this now, a lot of stuff is just screen captured with no audio recording or just being voiceover. So that makes life a lot easier to produce something, and also probably why it's coming out to you guys a lot sooner than any of my other type of videos. But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. If you're wondering how often do I do this, pretty often. It's really nice, man. It's so nice. Hell no. Good morning, dogs. It's an 8 a.m. Christmas morning. Hopefully your guys' Christmas is going well. As I mentioned in a previous vlog, I don't really celebrate Christmas, or my family doesn't really. This year in particular, we decided to just give each other gifts early. So my mom got the new iPhone, my brother got a PS5 controller, My dad got a new snow thrower, and for me, my mom gave me $100. My dad doesn't give me anything, and my brother gave me his old handy-down TI 2080 graphics card thing. I gave him my old 1080 Ti graphics card, so worked out well, I guess. He got the new 3080. Lucky him, I know, but damn, that's a lot of this. Anyways, for the most part, my Christmas is going to be pretty much a normal day. And even though I don't really celebrate Christmas, I do want you guys to have a wonderful Christmas, or hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I know we're in crazy times right now, and there's not a lot of room for optimism, but I think in these trying times, we really got to keep that positive energy alive just to make sure that everyone can make it through to the next year. People are probably going through some hardship, and I want to make sure that they know that they can be supported. All right. So, that aside, for today, I will be continuing to do what I did yesterday. I pretty much just finished one room, and that's about it. I didn't really do too much. The more and more I do this, the more I was starting to realize how much work gets done in like the pre-phase where you're building the map, doing the art for that stuff, making sure all the mechanics works properly before you actually start dishing out the puzzles or dishing out the story. It's crazy. It's like I started scripting the whole story back in like September, and now it's December, and granted, I didn't really start until the end of November. So I would say it's a good 1 full month of progress to just do all this pre-phasing before I actually get into hard coding the stuff that the player will more so notice than anything else. So it's kind of nuts. Hopefully I can finish this by the end of the year, and then I could start actually dishing out the story. But I kind of doubt it. There's a lot of rooms to build. That takes up a lot of time. And I think, actually here, this is what I'll do. I'll finish. So there's going to be essentially 3 phases in the game. This first floor map phase, second map area phase, and then the third map area phase. So I'm hoping to finish this first map area phase by this end of the year, so that by the beginning of next year, I can start doing the story and the puzzles and all the cool fun stuff that's on this first map area. All right, let's do it. So, this is gonna get interesting. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, a lot of today's video include a lot of secrets, I guess you can say. I mean, more so things I don't want to spoil for those who have never played the original Caster's Trap, as well as things I'm doing completely brand new for the title's remake. And to be honest, I can imagine that a lot of videos from this point forward will be like that. So, without any better video to put in the background, I guess you could see me develop the supposed secret. I know you can see a lot of it in the reflection of my glasses, and for the most part, I'm fine with that. It's not highly detailed, it's kind of just a blur in the reflection, and if you happen to make it out, then you happen to make it out. But if you don't, then I guess that works too. I guess if anything, this could just be a thanks for watching, so congrats, you get a little bit of an extra scoop for the inside. Anyway, in honor of Christmas, I decided to have my lights Christmas colored. Red for the moon and green for the sun. If you haven't figured it out yet, green is the primary light bulb for the room, and the moon is just the little lamp I have on this desk. I don't know, I was into space a lot as a kid, so these are my cheesy names. With the potential of a lot of videos being in secrets, I can only imagine that a lot of these vlogs will be a lot shorter, or kind of just a different video altogether. Like for example, I could showcase a day in the life of a hobbyist game developer. Or I could do a video where I show off all of my software and hardware as a game dev. Just some ideas moving forward on particular weeks where a lot of what I need to make are just key concepts that must be hidden and wait for a surprise for all of you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the secret. So it's 10:30 right now. I'm gonna order some Chinese food. It's kind of like the tradition for our Christmas to just get Chinese food. But dog, I just wanted to say real quick that it may be ugly, but it is hella comfy. That's it. Hey guys, welcome to my typical Christmas. And yes, I was watching John Wolf. I'm actually a longtime subscriber of his, back when he was called Harshly Critical, and as a matter of fact, he was one of the YouTubers to inspire me to give this a try myself. Anyway, my Christmas is usually really chill and relaxed, so I figured I'd reflect it here. So enjoy some jazzy tunes, and as always, there'll be text up on the screen. Dogs, happy holidays. Hi, pro YouTuber here. Totally forgetting to hit the record button again, but I decided to do some doodles. I played with the symmetry line stuff to make a— oh god, I forgot copyright. Hi, pro YouTuber here, part 2. But anyways, so I forgot to hit the record button because, you know, such a good YouTuber doing this dev life stuff. But I decided to play with the symmetry lines on Clip Studio Paint to make a magical circle pattern thing. I was thinking, because back in the original Caster's Trap for the title card, it was just a magic circle image thingy. But here, check it out. This is what I got. What do you think? Kind of cool, huh? And this was all done thanks to the symmetry line. And yes, I did freehand draw everything. I did not use any sort of magical tool. Here's my ruler, by the way. So bam! I made like a bajillion symmetry lines. 12 in total. But everything is hand drawn, which I'm pretty sure you can tell because of how kind of jagged it is on those edges. But I'm okay with that. I think having that little, I don't know, like imperfected perfection, like your actual craft, and put as much effort into it as possible. That's usually the mentality I get when I see handcrafted stuff. But here, in my opinion, it looks alright. Looks decent. But up over here, I think it looks absolutely bomb. Like, that looks super dope up there. Like, super duper dope. All of my all of my art looks super great from far away. Oh gosh. And if you're curious on what that writing is, I totally just made it up. Like 100%. I don't even know. I don't even know. You know? So this is not actually done yet. I have to make it glow, and I'm looking up a YouTube video on how to do it. Let's see if I can show you. And here it is behind my light. So I'm watching this YouTuber do it. Where are you? Boom. Edois, I don't know. But it looks super cool, and I can't wait to get that glow effect over on there. So I remembered to hit the record button at this point, so we'll get to see it together. Nice. I hope you guys are ready, because when I was done, I was pretty impressed. Like, there's a lot of things that you do when you create stuff that won't, boom, surprise you. Because a lot of the things you do, you see coming, you're developing for that vision, and it's usually a step-by-step process. But when I made this magic circle bloom, it was just like, whoa. Anyways, don't let me tell you. Enjoy the clips. Dude, I think this is a good note to end for today. Look at it. Just the way it glows is so cool. Like, sure, this is not the coolest circle pattern that's out there, or magic circle pattern, but it's just like mind-blowing that I was able to do this. It's really bomb, man. It's really, really bomb. I swear, this stuff, when you do something that you just do not think that you could do, it's such a good feeling when you're a developer. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even that much experienced with being one. It's just taking that step and saying, you know what, I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it. And then just from there, it's all just taking the time to learn and having that sort of forward-going mentality. Yeah. That rocks, man. That rocks. I don't know, part of me is telling me to use this picture, but another part of me is saying to try making something else. I don't know. Dude, it's so cool. At first, I didn't really like these little dots here in the middle, or like the dots all around. But the more I look at it, the more I'm starting to think about like space and that stuff. And it's all timey-wimey and space-like, and I think that's really rad. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. There goes my Christmas. Later on, I do plan to hop on VR with my buds again. Another one of my friends got VR. He got the Quest 2, and I'm so jealous because I think the Quest 2 looks so awesome. Anyways, this was my Christmas day. I'm gonna eat unhealthily some more. It's almost dinner time. So, see you guys tomorrow. And we'll be exercising. In order to eat like me, you better exercise. JK. I decided I'm gonna end the video here. It's already approaching 30 minutes or a little bit more than that, and I feel like that's a bit lengthy for a vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys continue to like the videos. Comment down below. I have a lot of fun reading your guys' thoughts as I go into this. It's really and honestly great. If you guys are interested in behind the scenes, of course, the Instagram is down there in the descriptions, as well as the comments if I manage to post it up in time. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, later dogs.